Okay, here we go to cook some burgers. See how that works. I'm in a condo in Pattaya, and it only has an electric cooktop, which I hate. But from 1 to 10, I put it at 6, and I've experimented with everything. My goal with the ground beef is to cook it to a good pink and juicy medium without having all the fat drain off into the pan. And I've tried it at high, I've tried it with everything. What I've come down to is medium high, so 6 out of 10. And I put the patties in dry with no oil in it. Oil seems to draw out oil. I tried that. Oil or butter or whatever you want to use seems to draw out more. So you're going to have some because these are 80% fat patties. And so let it heat up. I will be right back. All right, here's the thing, and here's what I have to admit to. It's just about hot to drop these things in. And again, it's 6 out of 10 on the scale, so medium high to begin with. And before I was doing it at 10 out of 10, even with a little oil, and for sure you would get the very nice grill, or not grill, but pan mark. It would be like nice and crispy brown on the outside. Very appetizing. The problem is that most of the fat is in the pan. Even if you've cooked it very dutifully, like just a couple minutes per side, 2-3 minutes per side, and so it's still pink on the inside, but all the fat is gone. So I've solved that, number one, by doing it dry, nothing else, and then I just put the patties in. These are 150 grams, so 300 grams each. So 300 grams for the two of them. And here's the other thing to do to avoid fat. You depress the center of the patty like that. You can poke a hole in it too, but just depressing it with your thumb, it keeps it from plumping up big. And then all the juice starts spewing out of it. All the fat starts spewing out of it. So it's going to take just about, I go 2.5 to 3 minutes per side. And it depends. Even though they're basically sold as uniform 150 gram patties with, they're Australian imported. It just depends. You have to watch it. And the thing to watch for is the juice that starts accumulating. Okay, I'll get you back when I'm ready to flip. Oops, sorry, I already flipped them. So now just, 2-3 minutes, and then we let them rest. We let them rest for a good while we figure out what to do with, you see, there's not so much fat. If I cook them on high, there will be like 2-3 times as much fat in there. Instead, it's still in the burger. It looks grayish and not as appetizing, but I tell you what, it tastes better. What I do not season the burgers whatsoever. There's nothing on them. So I take that fat and I season it with some garlic powder and some black pepper. No salt. I don't use any salt. Now I do these with sometimes about half and half eggs and baked beans. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a helping of baked beans in here. I'm going to squish them a little bit, kind of like Mexicans make refried beans, but it is with the purpose of incorporating the fat. That's why. Well, because ruminants are, the fat varies. But like if you eat ribs, it's a good 20% fat at least, maybe 30% fat. So it's different from like saying, oh, I'm going to add cubes of butter or whatever. No, it's just the fat of the beef with this. Dollop of American yellow mustard. Here's the final plating, and here's the weird thing. I put, whether I'm doing it with eggs or the beans or even potatoes or anything else, the last thing is I get this in Thailand here, Yolinda yogurt. It's really good. It's creamy, not Greek style. It's creamy, but it's nice and sour. I haven't found a Thai yet who likes it. Because one thing Thais hate is sour. Oh my God. It's amazing how much they do not like sour at all. They can take the most spicy in the world, that would burn your mouth, but give them something sour, oh my God. They pucker up, they hate it. It's typically about 2 tablespoons. But here is the big thing. And then the video will end. On the yogurt is a dusting of cayenne pepper. Yeah, you heard that right. No, it's not paprika. It's cayenne pepper. You won't believe the combination. Take my word for it. Try it. Okay. That's it. Now I'll eat this and get my post going.